All right, y'all, what's going on? Just getting ready to head to a pool party with a bunch of firefighters I used to work with. It's definitely gonna be a fun day, a good day. One of the big things I've been noticing lately is that a lot of people are setting the wrong types of goals, and it's literally killing their entrepreneurship journey before they even start. So let's go ahead and get into that. What's going on, y'all? I'm Braden, Wuerch. We're in the car heading to that pool party. So one of the big things that's helped me in my entrepreneurial career is setting 3 different types of goals. And these 3 different types of goals, I see a lot of people don't set, or at least they don't set all 3, and it's definitely needed. And I've talked to you guys before about how my time in the fire department, my time in the military has helped me big time as an entrepreneur. And goal setting is definitely one of the big reasons why it's helped me. So I want to go ahead and cover these 3 types of goals you definitely need to be setting to go ahead and really excel as an entrepreneur. But before we get into it, please do me a big favor and smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. I'm here for you guys every day to grow you personally and financially as well. All right, y'all, so before I was in the fire department, I was in the Army National Guard as an infantryman. And one of the big lessons we learned with our marksmanship training is to aim small, miss small. And so essentially what that meant was, if we're looking down the sights, we're aiming at a target, aim for something very small, say like a button on a shirt, rather than the shirt as a whole. Because if we aim for the button and miss the button, we're still hitting the shirt. Whereas if we aim for the shirt and we miss, now we're not hitting our target at all. So the same thing applies with goals, and this is probably the biggest goal setting problem that I see people make, is that they don't aim targeted enough. You need to set targeted goals. So you need to be very specific about what you're setting. This is going to apply to the next type of goal as well. But you need to be very specific. Write it down on a piece of paper. Have an actual goal number in mind. This is where I've talked to you guys about one of the big things that you know, I've learned from mentors, and what I like to do is that if I actually set a very specific goal for a very specific time period, and I hit that goal, let's say I've got a goal in 3 months to do this amount of money, or in 3 months to do this many amount of sales, whatever it is, and I hit that goal, then I have something set in place, whether it's a weekend with my wife, whether it's you know, a certain tangible thing. I've got something set in place to actually go ahead and reward myself. But the point here is, set very targeted goals, ones that are you know, you're gonna know whether you hit them or not. Don't set these kind of general broad goals. A lot of times that's what I see people do, but definitely set targeted goals. And this applies to the second type of goal, which is set big enough goals. You know, one of the big things I see all the time, especially with Shopify drop shipping, is I see people say something along the lines of, oh, I just want to make an extra $1,000 a month, or I would just be happy if I could just quit my job. I don't need to make more than that. And they literally say that, I don't need to make more than that. Guys, set big goals. Even when I was with the fire department, I never set a goal saying, you know, I only want to make an extra $1,000 a month. You know, I was setting goals like, once I leave the fire department and become a full-time entrepreneur, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create very valuable, massive businesses. And that's, you know, what I've been working on. And the point is, you need to go ahead and set big goals from the very beginning, or you're going to tap yourself out. As an entrepreneur, you should have goals that scare you. You should have goals that are hard to reach. And then we're going to talk in a second about the third type of goal, because this applies to that. But you should have goals that frankly are hard to reach. I have goals set every month that most of them I don't really hit. You know, most of them I get close, but I don't hit. But if I was to make a smaller goal, then what if I didn't even hit that goal? Then it, you know, I'm not reaching my full potential. And it's just like the aim small, miss small. I'd rather go ahead and shoot for the stars, and at least I'm gonna land on the moon. You know, it's go ahead and really make these goals that actually push you out of your comfort zone, or you guys will stay in your comfort zone. And guys, before we move on, goals are so crucial. You know, before I really became an entrepreneur, especially before I was in the fire department or Army, you know, goals, I would always hear people talk about the importance of goals, but until you actually go ahead and you put them in practice and start hitting your goals every single month and get really meticulous with setting goals every week, every month, every year, you know, it's hard for you to conceptualize how important goals are, but they actually are. You need to go ahead and be setting goals. You need to be setting the targeted goals, you need to be setting the big goals, and then the third one, you need to be setting realistic goals. So just like I just said, you need to be setting big goals that scare you. You don't need to be setting goals that are so big that you have no chance of hitting them. And frankly, if you're setting goals, you know, every week, every month, and you're constantly setting unrealistic goals, goals that you probably just never are going to hit, once you keep having these essentially these misses of your goals, or these defeats, you know, if you're not hitting your goals and these defeats, those rack up, and you're going to start feeling those over and over, over time, and you're going to start feeling as an entrepreneur, and this can beat you down. And Ed Milet talks about it, that you get beat down enough as an entrepreneur, most people will quit. So this is where don't set unrealistic goals. You know, you want to set big goals, but they need to be reachable. You need to have them to where, yeah, they're going to be hard to get, but they are going to be reachable. So, you know, like I said, go ahead and aim small, miss small. Go ahead and set your targeted goals. Set big goals, goals that scare you, and goals that aren't super easy to reach, but set realistic goals, goals that you can actually reach. And, you know, it's not just going ahead and throwing an arbitrary number out there. Go ahead and set realistic goals that you can actually go ahead and mark down as one. But I hope you guys found some value in this. I just wanted to bring you kind of this quick video on goals. It's definitely a big problem I've been seeing, and it's very, very important for every entrepreneur, no matter what space you're in, to have the right types of goals. But I wanted to bring this to you guys today. If you could, please go ahead and leave me a like. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. I'm here for you guys every day to grow your businesses to successful numbers. Keep grinding, y'all, and I'll see you in the next video.